Hello, my dear students. I hope all you are using face masks, sanitizers, and keep social distance. Follow these simple and easy precautionary measures and help yourself and those around you stay unaffected and healthy. I'm Premlata Shukla once again welcomed you all in our Google Classroom with the same topic Lifelines of National Economy Part 2 for Class 10th. Student, subscribe our channel if not yet subscribed for further notifications. Let's have a look towards our today's topic, that is communication. And under communication, some contents are I have mentioned here, like means of communication, significance of means of communication, Indian postal system, telecommunication, mass communication, international trade, and tourism. Let's start with means of communication. Student, means of communication are no less important than the means of transport. It will not be wrong if I say like transport and communication go hand in hand, one complementing and depending upon the other. Exchange of information is necessary for trade and commerce. Even means of communication are necessary even for the proper functioning of the long distance means of transport as well. In fact, both means of transport and communication have to be developed simultaneously. Under means of communication, we can keep like posters, telegraphs, telephones. These are the main means of communication can be considered. Now, means of communication also divided into two parts, like personal communication as well as mass communication. I have mentioned here, you can see with the flow chart. Personal, that is letters, telephone, telegram, fax, email, internet, etc. Let me include something more in personal communication. Basically, personal communication means of communication are those through which only personal messages are exchanged, and these can be used by an individual for this personal activities. On the other hand, mass communication can be considered like radio, television, cinema, satellite, newspapers, magazines, books, public meetings, seminars, conferences, etc. Mass communication, especially those through which one can communicate with several people at the same moment or the same time. Basically, these can be used by the government to create awareness among the people about various national programs and policies. Now, our next topic, that is significance of means of communication. Why it is important? Why means of communication are important? Obviously, student, it create awareness among people about various policies and programs of the government, strengthen democracy, helps in rural development, plays a vital role for trade and commerce, to promote integration within the nation. In fact, I must say that means of communication plays a very vital role not only in our life, in fact, in the development in the nation. As I've told you, create awareness among the people in various national programs, strengthen the democracy by providing news and information to the people, helps in rural region also by providing information about agriculture activities. Exchanging of information could possible just because of communication in the fields of trade and commerce. Apart of that, it promotes integration within the nation by providing a variety of programs in national, regional, and local languages for various categories of people spread over different parts of the country. Next topic, that is Indian postal system. Student, the Indian postal network is the largest in the world. If we talk about Indian postal system, it can be considered as the largest network in the world. It handles parcels as well as the personal written communication. Cards and envelopes are considered first mail and are airlifted between stations covering both land and air. Now I have also drawn a flowchart class of mails that is also divided into two parts, first class mail and second class mail. Means under first class mail it covers cards, envelopes, and in second class mail it covers books, packets, registered newspapers, and both are carried by surface mail covering land as well as water transport. Next, that is telecommunication. Students, telecommunication also has one of the largest network in Asia. It has supported for the socio-economic development of India, and it also plays a very significant role, a very important role, very vital role to narrow down the rural urban digital divide to some extent. Even it also helped to increase the transparency of governance with the introduction of electronic governance in India. Important tool for business, we can say. In fact, it enables companies to communicate effectively with customers and deliver high standards of customer service. It not only boosts up flexibility in working place or improves teamwork but saves time, cost and office space also by helping to maintain communication capability for employees working in remote locations or at home. Students, let me include the current information of India telecommunication market is valued at around $100 billion. That can be around 4 lakhs crore rupees. Two telecom players dominate the market, like Bharti Airtel with 27% market share and Reliance Communication with 20% along with players like BSNL. Now, mass communication. Students, mass communication provides entertainment and create awareness among people about various national programs and policies. It includes like television, radio, magazines, books. Even All India Radio AIR, sometimes we call AIR in short, it broadcasts a variety of programs in national, regional, and local languages for various categories of people. Apart of that, Doordarshan also, DD channel that we can say, the national television channel of our country, that is also one of the largest terrestrial network in the world, broadcast a variety of programs from entertainment for people of different age groups. Not only that, even India publishes a large number of newspapers, magazines, and periodicals annually. India, that is the largest producer of feature films in the world. Basically, news communication is divided into different categories that I have mentioned here, that I have pasted some pictures, like you can see news, print media, broadcast media, outdoor and transit media, digital media. Under print media you can see it's written over here: newspapers, magazines, books, novels, comics, journals and publications. On if we talk about broadcast media, obviously films, television, radio, billboard, that can also be we can say outdoor transit media, billboards, boardings, posters, banners, and last one, that is digital media, that is we can say social media, video platforms, websites, mobile apps and ebooks. Now, international trade. Student, The exchange of goods and services among people, states, and countries is referred as trade. The market is the place where such exchanges take place. Trade between two countries is called international trade. It takes place through sea, air, and land. Now let me tell you some importance of trade. Reasons are space bound, leads to economic prosperity, can earn much foreign exchange. Let me include something more like trade that is most important, and that's why we can say no country can survive without international trade because resources are space bound. Advancement of international trade of country leads to its economic prosperity because such a trade provides so many jobs to workers as well as business to traders. Now it is through international trade that we can earn much of our foreign exchange which is required for importing many essential goods. Even exports and imports are the two compounds of trade. Now, let me tell you the difference between favorable balance of trade and unfavorable balance of trade. Students, basically, these are the two compounds that I have told you recently. Export and imports are the two compounds of trade. Balance of trade, that also we can say BOT, is the quite difference between its export and import. Most of the developing countries of the world have adverse or unfavorable balance of trade situation. First of all, let me tell you about the difference between favorable and unfavorable balance of trade. Student, if the value of export of any country is more than the value of imports, I'm repeating, if the value of exports of any country is more than the value of imports, it is called favorable balance of trade. On the other hand, if the value of import is more than the value of exports, it is called an unfavorable balance of trade. Now, international trade and India means what are the main characteristic of our international trade after independence, or what is the main impact what we could able to see a great drastic change after the independence in the field of trade. So let me tell you. Number one, that is excellent trade relations with the countries in the world. Uh, Exports agriculture and elite products, ores and minerals, gems and jewelries. Imports petroleum and its products, precious stones, coal, machinery, fertilizers, holds considerable position in international trade. Let me elaborate. Like our trade that has not only increased in volume and value, what the changes in directions have also taken place. We now export both the raw materials as well as the manufactured goods to foreign countries. We are having increasing trade relations with USA, Canada, Australia, Japan, Russia, Europe, many other countries. And we can say China has emerged as India's main trading partner just after US and UAE. Now, our last topic, that is tourism. Students, tourism in India has grown substantially over the last 3 decades. It can become a very big industry in India also. Foreign tourist arrival in India continuously. There has been a surge of foreign tourists visiting India every year. What is the importance of tourism in our country? Obviously, students, tourism helps in earning foreign exchange. It provides directly or indirectly employment to the people. Over millions of people are directly involved in the tourism industry. It promotes national integration also. It supports cottage and handicraft industry like foreigners, when they come to India, they like to purchase these products. It helps in developing friendly relations with other countries as well as promotes informational understanding and, of course, develop international understanding about our culture as well as heritage. Now, let's revise the topic. Question number 1, that is, explain the importance of mass communication. Student, in the beginning of the chapter I have told you why mass of communication is important. Basically, it provides not only the entertainment but create awareness among people about various national programs and policies. It helps to rural development, which is suffering from illiteracy, superstitious social practices, which is going on still in our rural regions. Number 2, what is the main difference between international and local trade? When trade takes place between two or more countries is termed as international trade, while occurring in a region within the same country is called local trade. What now third, what social values are promoted by tourism? Student, tourism helps to develop the economy of a region, supports local handicraft, cultural pursuits, national integration also, generate care, concern about the environment, culture and heritage. The last one, today people all over the world enjoy the Olympic Games and cricket matches sitting at home. How has this been possible? It's not too tough. I know each and everyone knows this answer. Let me confirm. It's possible just because by integrating the development in the space technology with communication technology. Now, here your chapter completed, but very soon I'll be with you with a new topic from civics. Till then, bye bye. Stay at home. Be safe. Thank you.